Hello, my friends, Tiffany Carroll here, and I want to share a personal pearl with you. Personal treasure. It's definitely a treasure. And listen if you are a person who wants to be all you can be in this life, who wants to be all that you can be, all you came here to be, who wants to be the best at what you do, and whatever that is. And it could also apply to relationships, to how you are as a parent, to your professional life, to your artistic life, what you consider more your hobby life. But if there's something in you that says, I really want to bring it, I want to bring all of me to this. And I'm not talking about all of you in the sense of working really hard and tiring yourself out. I'm talking about the opposite, where you are so unblocked in yourself in regards to this that you're lit up after you do it. You have more energy, you're more on fire and zestful of life. People look at you and they're like, you're getting younger, not older. What's going on? And it's because you're so full with the juice of life that flows through you. Not very many people bring it in that way, because there's a lot that can get in the way. A lot of resistance that can come up when we go out of our comfort zone, a lot. And our experiences in relationship to resistance are real, they're visceral. You know, we shut down, we get headaches, we get sick, we run away, we want to use drugs. It's real. For many years, I was able to push forth in my life by sheer will. I don't know where it all came from, but I had plenty of it. As I aged and as my body changed, and perhaps as my soul nature changed, I couldn't actually physically push forth in the way that I was. And at the level of the soul, I did not want to. It didn't feel an integrity and it didn't feel right. And for me, pushing forth would be, I would use a lot of my mind, my intellect, my energy, and to some degree, kind of my mentally oriented charisma to move forward. There's something that I did. This is what I want to share with you. There's something that I did that completely changed my life in the way that I show up and deliver, first to myself, from myself to myself, and then to others, whether it's casual encounters or professional encounters, in family and friendship, or in, again, profession. And this movement, it's very specific, was so needed. And I knew that it was needed because I knew that I was cutting myself off from, it was like Tiffany, the head up and then the body down. I ignored my body. I ignored my body's cues. I held my breath a lot. My diaphragm was stuck. I would have pains in my body and then feel like, oh, that's my pain happening there. I need to do something about it. I just wanted to make it go away. I couldn't see the pain as actually trying to tell me something, actually trying to communicate to me. And then I met this woman, Bisan Toran. I had one conversation with her and I was crying. She's a vocal artist, and you could also say vocal coach, but gosh, she is so much more than that. I didn't think that I was looking for something more than that, but our soul always guides us to the right person at the right time, does it not? And here I was on that, in that transition from being able to before push really hard and get through to like, now I can't do it anymore physically, and I don't want to be doing it, and I don't know another way, because I'm always trying to think my way through things. Then I met her, have a conversation, I'm crying because I have this full body recognition that I need help to get into my body. I needed help. to get into my body. I needed help to actually connect to my true voice. Now you might think, oh, that's not true. You're speaking authentically. And I am, but there was actually this way, and I speak very differently now, having worked with her than before, because I actually drop all the way down into my pelvis and I can speak and draw up from that place. I also used to, these are some of the little things that have changed. I still lean forward a lot, but it wasn't only that I would lean forward, I was actually throwing my energy forward. And this was part of what would exhaust me in my interactions and in my output. And through working with her, she's helped me to come into my body, to take up residence there, to not be afraid of these various parts of myself that can be fierce, that can be ugly. These parts that I spent most of my life actually trying to avoid, and presenting the happy, pleasant Tiffany, the effervescent Tiffany. Now Tiffany can be, so you can't tell right up. I can be a bitch now. I can like get in there and anchor her. I can make ugly faces. I can make ugly sounds. I can get angry. Why am I telling you all of this? Well, one, because I want you to know about her. I put a link about her in the description there. And two, because I want you to join her and I for a beautiful journey course offering called Sensual Realization. Sensual Realization. Don't let the name scare you. In fact, I'm hoping that the name lures you in a little bit. The journey that you will take with she and I is a journey of both sound embodiment and fragrance embodiment. It's so cool. So if you are a person that wants to bring it in this life, and I mean really bring it, you need to access your full body. You need to access those parts that you've buried and hidden and covered up with smiles or whatever else. This is important. It's important to your health. It's important to your well-being, but it's also important to what you're here to bring forth. I honestly don't know of anything better right now than this for this particular thing. There's plenty of amazing things out there, but for this particular realm that I'm speaking of, the journey that will take you on, what we will be delivering to you, what you will experience, how you will be altered will change your life. It will lay a different foundation for your power, for your creation in this life. The link is there. Please go register. I'll see you there. By the way, it's also, I just want to say this because if you feel like you're going to get shy in an offering like that, if you're having to make sounds or do different practices with yourself, don't worry. It's webinar style, and so you won't be seen. You can interact with us in the chat, but this is a sacred journey that you get to take in the privacy of wherever you want to be. Are you curious? Click the link, check it out. I'll see you there.